so I'd rather not do that. That little intro sequence is really cool, where I back out of the stage select to the file select, and then I go back in and select the stage. About a second time saver that skips flying to the planet. A little animation that plays. It plays for the rest of the worlds, because we can't skip that one, or those ones, but this one we can skip. It's really cool. My movement at that level, in that stage, manipulates the positioning of the R2-D2 at the end somewhat. That little spin did more than just look cool. By dropping a bomb as I land on those stairs, I am keeping the momentum from the jump off the conveyor for a little bit longer. Because when you have the bomb, or when you're dropping a bomb right before you touch the ground, you're considered to have not have touched the ground until the bomb is fully dropped. And the spin part is necessary because if I'm just going straight up, then the bomb will just collide with the stairs and blow up and hit me, and it's not fast. All in all, like, that whole sequence saves like half a second, and it's not easy to do. But it makes the stage look really cool. Okay, these dudes coming up, their positioning is pretty random. Okay. That time they're a little nice to me. That was cool. I pretty much had a straight shot directly to the platform. But oftentimes they're not. Kind of risky to go for that bomb, but it's... I mean, especially since I don't actually need it. But I've gotten it without getting it enough times where I'm pretty comfortable doing it. I'm doing some movement here. Holding down, or I'm actually holding up to go down, because it's controlled like that in these water stages. When I go off a ledge, I'm boosted forward a little bit by the collision of the ledge itself, because otherwise I'll technically be inside of it. That's just how the collision programming works. And I do that on foot as well when I go off of some ledges by dropping a bomb. That extends my environment collision box backwards. Just the tiniest amount where I'm ejected forward. In the next stage, you'll see me do that on foot. Each one of those boosts saves maybe like a quarter of a second. Right there. In there. If I jump at like the very last possible frame from that stump, I can skip grabbing that ledge, and it saves a decent amount of time. Clearly in these splits I didn't get that, but doing that tends to put me like a second ahead here. Those knives appear a little randomly. Most of the time you can get through without having to worry about them. But sometimes it's not so easy. Here's the first of 5 times we fight this guy. His actions can be completely manipulated based on your position and distance from him. So if you know what you're doing, you can make him do the same thing every time. He's gonna skid, stop, and then jump at me. 8880. I have some visual cues for where I'm... for positioning on that fight. It's more or less the same thing for each time you fight him. With the exception of the 3rd and 5th time where there are little pillars you need to destroy because they produce a barrier that surrounds him. This stage is really tough. Yep. That's sloppy. I'm gonna lose a second, maybe 2 here. Getting hit is more than just a time loss because I got hit. I'm gonna be intentionally taking damage. Come on. Intentionally taking 2 hits of damage against this boss coming up. To speed it up a little bit. And in one of the next stages, Bubble Hole, there's a strategy where you get very dangerously close to an enemy, and it might even be random whether or not you get hit. I haven't done it enough times to be sure. But getting hit makes his invulnerability end instantly. So taking the hits there is definitely worth it. And here, I'm resetting the console. Because it's... After the screen goes completely white, once you've defeated the boss, then it's considered to have beaten that stage. There's a lot of stuff that will just get skipped by pressing reset. There's cutscenes, there's a bonus level you have to do. For safety's sake, I'm gonna get this heart. And we reset after every single world, because it's just fast. That time loss was entirely because I decided to get that heart there, but... Assuming I don't get hit beforehand... These bubbles do move randomly, so it sucks. Okay, that was really, really bad. Wanna die, dude? How much health does this guy have? Holy shit. I thought he only had 2 or 3. It looked like 4. 11 seconds! What I was trying to do is trying to go from the ledge that the bubbles come out of, jump and grab the rightmost part of the ledge, because the exit's just right up there. But I got a little screwed over because the bubble went just completely in the way. I try to make it so that the bomb I throw hits the bubbles, but it doesn't always. sucks. Ideally, that guy gets stun locked by all the damage and then you can't blow it back, but I guess I didn't space out my bomb throws well enough. It's no big deal, it's just like I guess 3 seconds or so. I can get a small boost here if I have just the tiniest angle downward. Which again, can be inhibited by these bubbles, because they move randomly. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown that bomb. Their hitbox, for when they're coming out, is very, very large, and it's almost impossible to avoid. In fact, it probably is completely impossible to avoid if I actually dip down in there. Hard up. That's another ledge grab you can skip by doing like a last frame jump, similar to Dark Wood. And there's an additional strat that can accompany that one. You can drop a bomb. Shit. Sometimes my controller likes to keep sending a pause button input like seconds after I've stopped mashing it. Because I'm using an adapter to let me play with GameCube controller. Since all my N64 controllers are kind of busted. The movement of those guys is random as well. I got really lucky there. But yeah, dropping the bomb while going over that ledge would delay the effects of gravity, or prolong them. You'll see it in action here, if I get this correctly. Yeah, dropping the bomb there, you'll see that I started to fall really quickly. That's because since I technically never touched the ground, according to the game's logic... What the fuck, dude? The effects of gravity continue to compound and all that. Finally, for once that dude's out of the way. It kinda sucks that I'm 13 seconds behind now. Technically, it's fastest to jump into that dude and get hit. And just bounce right through into the exit, but kinda lowish on health. That's another ledge grab you can skip. A lot of people purposefully waste time, but if you just go for the very edge. I clipped through the cell right there. Very cool trick. You can do that in 2 of the cells in the stage. But you can't clip back out, so we still have to open the cell bars. Oh, oops. This was really good, except for the ledge grab at the start. I should save a decent amount of time. Yeah. A big part about the manipulation in this fight is I'm intentionally making it so that he jumps at me at the end. Because when he dies while in midair, he just falls to the ground and then starts his little teleport animation upward. But if he's on the ground when he takes the final hit of damage, he will instead play a different animation where he sits on the ground, his head starts spinning around, stars appear. It takes like 3 seconds and it's just a huge time loss. So the manipulation is all done. So that you can avoid that. I am gonna get extra health in here, because I've been doing that a lot lately. If everything goes right in the run, I don't need to pick that up, because I'll be coming here with, well, I guess, technically I would be coming here with only 2 hearts. if I'm doing everything as fast as possible. Because in Warp Room it's best to take 2 hits of damage. That's another reason to pick it up. It's hard to avoid that guy. But in the Warp Room stage, I threw a bomb at a wall and I jumped into it. Because if you take damage and you bounce onto the warp platform, it prevents you from getting teleported by it. And you can only grab that upper, or that door frame part by jumping from the warp pad. So it's faster to get hit than to teleport to the destination and then teleport back. Going too fast at the start of the stage makes you run into the little spike cylinder thing. It's really lame. I think it's gonna miss. Oh, it didn't. Wow. This fight really sucks. You can manipulate him somewhat at the start. But after that, he kind of just does whatever the hell he wants. And if you're not prepared for where he's going to move, then you're just going to lose time because of it. That was really, really good, though. Yeah. I can't believe I've gotten a gold in that stage twice today. Oh my god. Yo, that pushed my sum of best down to sub 42. That's insane. That heart that's back there, I didn't realize was back there for the longest time until I was screwing around in the stage, just moving the camera. Because you can move it around freely in this stage. It's crazy. What's up, Polaris? If I don't jump off of that immediately, I kind of like slip down it. So, you can hear me mashing A, that's why. It's a tough trick. It's a cool one, though. What the hell? I just didn't jump. That's kind of dumb. I don't think I lost that much time because you have to wait for these platforms anyway. Still a little goofy though. What's up, Beefy Birdie? Thanks. That's always really scary. You get really, really close to those little Easter Island head dudes. No? Come on, man. Man, that was sloppy. I'm gonna lose about a second here, probably. need to. Just one. Okay, so ideally in this stage, on each level I'm gonna be getting hit by something to pop me out of the bubble, except for this first one, because I don't have enough health, and there are several levels. There's 4 of them, and I've only got 4 bars of health. Okay, so usually if there isn't one just right over here, I kind of just don't get hit by it, which kind of sucks, because he was there. I just didn't see him in time. Ah, it really blows. This is like several seconds of time lost because I can't get hit. And they float around randomly. This stage is always a scary one, because it's best to do like a leap of faith kind of throw here. Especially when you've like just first started running the game and you've probably died a bunch of times, and because of that your firepower is low. Because each time you die, your firepower goes down by 1 until it reaches 1. Then your bomb count starts going down if you have enough lives. That gets really tricky under 3 hearts. Or sorry, under 3 firepower. These little platelet things, I'm not really sure that's the correct word. Those things that are just floating around in there. Those are like... Their movements aren't random. They're actually like in the same spot just about every time. And it's frustrating because it's pretty much the only thing in the game that's like that. Okay, I got a double hit there. That was really good. Okay, not perfect, but... On the fights with the barriers, if you destroy the barriers quick enough, you can hit him before he's able to move around. And as soon as he starts moving around, his invulnerability ends, so you can hit him a second time with the same explosion. It's a neat trick. That was really scary. My movement got fucked up a little bit there. I thought for sure I wasn't making it back. Yeah, we stand on this platform first to get it moving, and then we get the little gem that's required to unlock the door at the end. Barely. I think I'm gonna lose a little bit of time here, because that was a little bit sloppy. Yeah, just a little bit. Still definitely PBable. been a very long time since I've done that stage like perfectly there. Scary. Scary. I've never done just like a slow speed full jump. So I wasn't sure if I'd make it in. I don't know why I didn't drop the bomb. Because in the slow airspeed state, which is this one, you have like full control over your movement. But you're not moving very fast. Whereas in the fast one, which I'm not going to demonstrate because I'm afraid of falling off. If you don't have full control, you kind of have to like accelerate. If you drop a bomb while in the slow speed, you go up to the fast speed. So if you don't have enough run space to accelerate before your jump, you can jump and then drop the bomb and reach full speed. That's always really scary. If you jump late enough, you can skip grabbing onto this. The platform doesn't move until you're on top, so it's like a second faster, like half of one. You can kind of demonstrate the auto-aim in this level pretty well. Because it does direct your bombs towards the enemies to a degree in this game. That end part is always so fucking stressful. Two push, two push, two push. I think that's it. Yeah, it looks like a 2-push. Nice. If the rest of this goes nicely, then it's a fat time save. This stage is really simple, but there's actually a lot of things that can go wrong and just slow you down. So you'll see runners a lot of the time saying like, man, Movestone's the hardest stage in the game. It's always joking, of course, but it's actually not that easy. But look at that, only 4 seconds behind now. My movement here is manipulating his attacks by standing in certain positions. He'll do certain things, so I can get that fight to be the same every single time. And the goal in that fight specifically is to avoid his Stone Breath attack, because if he takes the final hit while using it, you have to wait for the attack to finish before he dies, and it's a very big time loss. And of course, consistency is also a good thing. I've never gotten stuck on that tree before. That's weird. That's really goofy. See, it's a tiny bit of a time loss there. stage is a little scary. I screwed that up a little bit with that ledge grab at the beginning, but otherwise that was really good. The guy at the top of that stage doesn't load in until you're next to the second dude during the whole climbing part, and I got the ledge grab like right before the second dude, so I could have saved a little bit more time there. Here's a bit of a tough trick. Fuck! 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 I wall jumped too many times. Come on, man, I practiced this so much. If you're mashing A for too long, you get an extra wall jump there and it fucks up the trick. That really sucks. I can still PB, but not really satisfied with this run anymore. That really blows. That stage has some kind of wonky movement rules that I don't really understand fully. But, like, it's supposed to spin at the start, kind of. I don't think I got that boost. There's only one snowboard level in the game. Sorry, in the run. There are 2, maybe 3 levels in the game itself. I think there's only 2. And if there was another one, I would definitely learn the mechanics a little bit more, but as it is, that stage is just dumb. Blocked my shots. What the fuck, dude? This is a dumb time loss. Hitting the heads makes him cover up his weak spot. This fucking blows. Not really sure how he hit the head, but that's a really big time loss for. I don't know why. I can still PB at this point, but I kind of don't want to. That really sucks. This stage is pretty tough because the entire time you're kind of jumping blind. You can't see where your shadow is. So you have to have a bunch of visual cues on the ground for where you're jumping from. I usually wing my strats there a little bit each time. Kind of sucks. Just not very good at that fight. I need to figure it out. In this little 0G environment, if you screw up, you lose a ton of time. Even grabbing ledges is slowed down. And clearly that's what happened to my PB. This stage is really tough. That beginning bit is certainly not easy. Nice multi-hit, but I need to have hit Nadia here twice. When that backflip she does is random. Please only do one. If she does two, it wastes a lot of time. Really? Come on, dude, this is dumb. If multiple bombs hit Cronus at the same time, he'll take damage from all of them at once. That time loss there of 2 seconds, literally only because she decided to do multiple backflips instead of just one. It's a really, really stupid fight. If I get lucky, I think I can still PB. I don't think I can anymore. Unless like all of these bombs connect. And none of them did. Cool. That may have been a multi-hit, I don't know. I'm still saving time here, but oh well. double hit. 1, 2. That fight went perfect. Maybe I can still PB if I get really lucky, I don't know. You can manipulate the very start of this fight. It's like I make one of them come over to that bomb that I lay over there. You can get the start of it the same every time. That's good. I can maybe PB if I get really lucky. I'm not getting too lucky. That was really stupid. If he's too close, he just teleports away again. And I just got fucked because he decided to teleport right next to me like a million times. I don't know. This could still be PB. Wouldn't that be something? Come back of a century, maybe. This is a PB. Nice. Incredible. Come on. Yes! Sub 40. Yeah! Sorry to be a bit of a Debbie Downer after I started losing all that time. I tried to pick myself back up a little bit, and I think I did. That's cool, though. I did get really lucky at the end of this. Yeah, that was, first try, Bagular 2. And you can sometimes tell which of the TVs is the real one based off of the little, like, dust circle it kicks up. So it's not like I was just throwing randomly, it's not completely luck. But sometimes it just seems like you can't do that for some reason. So despite my kind of unlucky first phase, the second phase being first hit definitely saved that. That was really cool. That whole run was actually almost all of it was commentated. I'm surprised I was able to do so well. These splits are going to be so fun to run against. Maybe, I think. Let's see. Oh yeah, almost every single one in the red. Look at that. Look at that. 11 seconds in bubble hole. Wow. Oh, my summit best is 41.58. Isn't that cool? What's up, Daily? How far behind was I at one point? 30 seconds, right? Yeah. Jeez. That's crazy. It sucks that the best song in the game is hidden away in the credits. When I was younger, I never got to see the credits because I of course wasn't able to beat the game because I was just a dumb little kid, but also the English version, which I owned of course, is more difficult, significantly so. All of the bosses have about twice as much health, among other differences. When you turn the console off, any bonus health that you've gotten, which you get from getting 200 gems, disappears. In Japanese, you get to keep it. Overall, it's just a much harder game. And to 100% it in English, you have to get a bunch of extra stuff too. It's kind of lame. Yeah, this isn't like the best time, but if I ever decide to quit the category and move on to 100%, which is what I've wanted to be doing, not quit, but do 100%, I'd be satisfied because, like, yeah, I mean, it's sub 40. Only 2 people in the world with that, so it's no big deal. Ben, you missed the end? You should have seen the middle. Look at it. Look at all this, dude. Awful. Easy PB. Yeah, I think that's about all I've got in me for today. Sub 40, sub 44.